after a record-setting 22nd victory on Monday and a decisive victory over the Lancers, the Lopes look to finish their best season in the Division I era with a win here this afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome inside the GCU Arena for the final time this volleyball season as the Roadrunners of California State Bakersfield take on the Grand Canyon University Lopes. I'm Kyle Borg alongside Diana Johnson. And Diana, the Lopes were finally able to get over the hump and set the new Division I record for wins in a single season on Monday.
Yes, Kyle, they just surpassed the GCU all-time winning mark in their very short Division I history. This is very exciting for the Lopes because they were voted to place 7th in the preseason poll. Obviously, they're nowhere near that mark, sitting at the number 2 position. On Monday, they beat the Lancers in 4 sets. The Lopes had 4 players with double-digit kills, led by senior Melody Horton with yet another double-double. Head coach Tim Nolan was especially proud of the girls' defensive effort, as we have seen them struggle in that area lately.
And Diana, let's see what the Lopes have to do here this afternoon to get the win and put themselves locked into that second seed in the WAC tournament next week with the Sanderson Ford 3 keys to the game.
So our first key to the game is defensive effort. As I just mentioned, the Lopes defense seemed to come alive this past Monday after a dry spell. It is really hard to make a good defensive plays and get a good rally when your back row is really struggling. The defensive performance on Monday night fueled a stellar offense. Our second key to the game is Melody Horton. Senior outside Melody Horton has been a real leader this season. Outsides have to be very agile and able to hit balls that are set at really funny angles. She has come through when the team needed her most. She has also received several double-doubles throughout the season, which demonstrates that she is a good, well-rounded player. She will definitely be missed, Kyle. The third key to the game is parting gift. Speaking of missing people, which leads us to our third key of the game, this match is significant because it is meant to honor the seniors on the team. As you can see in front of you, all the seniors are being honored. I expect to see performances or appearances from Kayla Redfield, Alyssa Chisholm, Emma Ahern, Melody Horton, and Mariah Adams as they play their last home game here inside the GCU Arena.
Absolutely. Honoring the 4th of 5 seniors here already. This is Melody Horton you're getting a look at on your screen. And what a vital key she has been all season long, probably the senior with the most playing time on this roster so far. But Melody Horton pretty much averaging a double-double on the season.
Yes, for sure. She's been a vital asset for the Lopes thus far this season, and she certainly has impressed me. We love to see outsides really come through in games because they are keys to the game when a team is even on both sides. If they have good middles, then the outsides really go to determine who's going to win that set and the match even.
Absolutely. Melody Horton, this being her 5th year, 4th under Coach Tim Nolan. She was the only one of this senior class that was here before he got here. And her career to date, she has 660 kills to go through the rest of the seniors, starting with Kayla Redfield. This is her 4th and final season. She has 860 assists through those pretty much complete 4 years now. Emma Ahern has 597 total digs, and she even picked up a kill in a game earlier this season here at the arena. And Maria Adams in her 4th year as well. She has 144 kills and 118 blocks to date on her career here at GCU. So a contributing senior class, most definitely for Coach Tim Nolan. He's going to miss each and every one of these seniors. And they even honored some of the Bakersfield seniors before the match as well, giving them flowers. And this Bakersfield team, the last time these two teams met was in California, where the Lopes were able to survive and win a 5-set thriller against the Runners.
Yes, GCU played CSU back in October, and it resulted in the first 5-set conference battle of the season for the Lopes. All the sets stayed extremely close, with each team only winning by a few points. However, the Lopes were not full strength when they met the Roadrunners, as we were battling injuries and sickness. Overall, they were able to pull out the win and combat the Roadrunners.
So we get set now. one final picture for the seniors and their families with Coach Nolan and the rest of the coaching staff. And so we are about ready now to get things rolling here in the heart of Phoenix inside the GCU Arena on Senior Day for the final time this volleyball season. The runners enter this match at 8-18, 3-11 in Western Athletic Conference play. They are sitting currently in 7th place with a chance to possibly lock in their spot here this afternoon for next week's conference tournament in Utah. And for the Lobes, they are 22-5 on the season, 12-3 in Western Athletic Conference play, and they currently sit alone in 2nd place in the Western Athletic Conference. So now we'll go ahead, send you to the floor for prayer, national anthem, and the starting lineups.
Under the direction of the professor, Dr. Paul Cook. Thank you. And now let's meet the starting lineups for this afternoon's contest. First of all, for the Roadrunners of Cal State University Bakersfield. At middle blocker, a sophomore from Scottsdale, Arizona, number 2, Brooke Boisseau. The libero is a senior from Sao Paulo, Brazil, number 7, Rafa Bonifacio. The setter is a senior from Aurora, Colorado, number 8, Sydney Wicks. At middle blocker, a freshman from Sokolov, the Czech Republic, number 11, Hanna Makanova. At right side, a junior from Bakersfield, California, number 13, Emily Hansen. At outside hitter, a sophomore from Rancho Santa Margarita, California, number 18, Haley McCluskey. And at right side, a sophomore from Novi Sad, Serbia, number 19, Milica Vukobrats. The Roadrunners are 9-18 on the season, 4-11 in Western Athletic Conference play. They're led by head coach Giovanna Mello, assistant coaches Cesar Bonacci and Mackenzie Westfall, director of volleyball operations Stevie Robinson. Freshman from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, number 2, Claire Mitchell. The libero was a 5'8 junior from Long Beach, California. Number 3, Tegan Falco. The defensive specialist, the 5'9 senior from Rochester Hills, Michigan. Number 9, Emma Ahern. An outside hitter, a 6-foot sophomore from Mount Bellevue, Texas. Number 10, KJ Adams. An outside hitter, a 5'11 senior from League City, Texas. Number 11, Sweet Music, Melody Horton. At opposite, a 6'1 junior from Northridge, California. Number 13, the big left-hander, Sarah Hagee. And a middle blocker, a 6'2 sophomore from Boynton, Iowa. Number 16, Big City, Kyra Boss. The Lopes are a best ever 22-5 on the season, 12-3, and in second place in the Western Athletic Conference. They're led by head coach Tim Nolan, assistant coaches Abby Saylor and Jake Hong, director of volleyball operations from the pride of Mount Point High School, Kendall Rohr, athletic trainer Rachel Bodie, performance specialist Anna Linsinger.
We will go ahead and recap those starting lineups for you in case you missed it. For the Roadrunners of CSU Bakersfield, it is number 2, Brooke Boysow, number 7, Hafa Bonifacio, number 8, Sydney Wicks, number 11, Hannah Makanova, number 13, Emily Hansen, number 18, Haley McCluskey, and number 19, Melitza Vakobrat. And the Roadrunners are coached by Giovanna Mello. And for the Lopes, it is pretty much the usual suspects. It is Claire Mitchell, Tegan DeFalco, the senior Emma Ahern, KJ Adams, the other senior Melody Horton, Sarah Hagee, and Kyra Moss will round out the Lopes starting lineup. And to start on the floor, it will be all of those except for Tegan DeFalco, the libero. She will sit for the time being, as it does appear that the senior from Michigan, Emma Ahern, will start us off with the first serve of the match as soon as we get ready to go. And Diana, what are you looking for out of the Lopes here this afternoon?
Obviously, we talked about how the Lopes' defensive effort on Monday was exceptional. I just love for them to really get comfortable in the back row and just read off the block and make sure that they're in the right position and they're reading all the angles correct. I think that'll really be what sets them apart this afternoon.
We are underway inside the GCU arena, and the first attack for the Roadrunners will be kept alive by the Lopes, and it'll be bumped outside by Ahern to Hagee, and then kept alive by the Roadrunners. That one's going to sail out of bounds, no touch, and the Lopes are on the board with the first point. So a very fast start for GCU early on. They didn't get off to a fast start on Monday against California Baptist. That one will be immediately returned. And now set outside for Hagee. Blocked. Moss, quick touch over the net. Kyra Moss going to get on the board with a kill. And it's 2-0 GCU. Ahern again. That one's going to be a little bit long, and the Roadrunners will side out and get a point. DeFalco and Adams into the game now. The Roadrunners will serve it away, out of bounds, and a service error on the first serve from Bakersfield. And now senior Alyssa Chisholm will come into the game and serve for GCU as she has been doing all season long. One of the key players for this Lopes service game. She gets a lot of attempts. That one up top and right back down in the middle. It's going to be a kill for Bakersfield, and the lead back down to 1. It's 3-2. That serve out of bounds, so back-to-back service errors for Bakersfield, and the Lopes are back up by 2. And Diana, not a good start in the service game for the Roadrunners.
No, we've seen countless teams come into the GCU arena this year and kind of struggle on serving. We saw really not great serving from Kansas City and even not great serving from New Mexico State, and could potentially be seeing not great serving from CSU Bakersfield as well.
And how about that? Melody Horton just picked up ace number 15 on the season to put the Lopes up by 3. So it's 5-2 now. That one into the middle, going to be deflected back over the net, and then on the second attempt for Bakersfield will be hit wide and out of bounds. And the Lopes are up by 4, their biggest lead of the match so far. That one up and over. Chisholm keeps it alive, and so does DeFalco, right for Jenny Murillo into the game for the first time this afternoon. That one's going to be right for Horton, and now Mitchell looking to get her first assist of the match. They'll say it got deflected at the net. Horton sends it back over. So that one up and deflected away. Diving dig by Mitchell, and DeFalco will send it over. Set outside and over the outstretched hands of Melody Horton off the deflection, and Bakersfield gets one back, and it's 6-3, but an impressive rally from both sides on that one.
Overall, we saw some great pickups in that middle space of the court. A little bit of miscommunication in some instances, but overall great efforts from both teams.
Outside for Jenny Murillo, just gonna miss the line. Lead back down to 2. So Claire Mitchell looking for that first assist. She comes into this one just 15 assists away from 1,000 on this season. And Claire Mitchell has already shattered the GCU record for assists in a single season. That was at 920 before she broke it just a few matches ago, as that one's gonna be hit well out of bounds, and the Lopes back up by 3. Moss checks out Kubinski into the front row now for the Lopes, as DeFalco, very dangerous server for the Lopes, another big key in the service game, and she'll put it over. That one's gonna be stuffed right back down, sent over, and they'll say that hit the floor. So the Lopes getting their hands on the ball for the first time tonight at the net, trying to use their size, height, and vertical jumps to their ability, or to be effective rather, as they go up by 2, as Bakersfield will serve it away into the net. Another service error, and that is now 3 for CSU Bakersfield here early on in this match.
And Kyle, you were talking about Claire Mitchell a little bit earlier. I'd like to actually bring another stat in. She is also extremely close to the assist career high, which was set by Michelle Stiegel in 2016. She had 1,427 assists in her 4 years at GCU, and Claire's almost to 1,000. She's going to shatter that record.
Absolutely, and she will definitely beat that one next season, unless the Lopes make a deep run into the NCAA tournament, which would be very nice for Coach Nolan. I know that's his goal, is to go into the tournament and make some noise. That one's going to be kept alive, and another good rally going on, as Wicks will set that one up outside over the outstretched hands of Murillo. And now DeFalco for Sarah Haggie, looking to get on the board for the first time. Wicks again bumps it outside. And now Mitchell will set it up for GCU. Back row, Melody Horton not going to get it to fall. And a very long rally is going on now, as Murillo will send that over, but it's going to hit off the antenna, and Bakersfield will once again come away with the point after another long rally. It's 8-7 GCU. Sydney Wicks will get ready to serve this one away, as one of the Roadrunners just had to tie their shoe there. That was Vukerbot for the runners, as Wicks will send that one right for Horton. Mitchell up top, Kubinski dug out, great job from Wicks. And then a nice little touch over the net by Vukerbot. to find the hole. Great court vision from CSU Bakersfield, and it's tied up at 8. Wicks will get that one to DeFalco. And now back row again for Melody Horton. That one almost dropped. Up top for Kubinski, dug out. And Bakersfield is just all over the place right now. Lopes can't really find a hole. That one's gonna get down. Jenny Murillo finding the floor to get the Lopes back up by 1 and ending the Bakersfield 3-0 scoring run. And now KJ Adams will check in and serve it for GCU as Mitchell now picks up assist number 986. She's now 14 away with her first assist on the game. Wicks will set that one up in the middle, and that's going to hit straight down to the floor. Knotted back up at 9 now. So very back and forth first set after the Lopes got out to a hot start. That was Makanova just getting that last kill for Bakersfield. Mitchell outside, Sarah Haggie with a soft touch, but it's dug out again. Wicks gets there, and Bakersfield just can't keep that one alive as they had to get it over in 4.
That was a great decision from Sarah Haggie to put a little bit of a tip on that. She thought about maybe swinging at it, but the block was just too close at that point. Great decision from her.
So Ahern back in, she served that one away. Adams gets that one back up to Mitchell. Outside, Melody Horton is blocked. Ahern is there. Sarah Haggie this time is gonna take a swing at it and is stuffed, but Adams' quick reaction to get it to Horton. That one's gonna go out of bounds, but they're gonna say it got tipped. And Bakersfield will knot this thing back up at 10. Kubinski checks in, she'll serve it away. Or she will check back out now for DeFalco as DeFalco comes in for Kubinski in the back row after Kubinski checked in for Ahern. Mitchell, quick little touch, gets it to fall. Claire Mitchell's been doing that all season long. And Claire Mitchell gets her first kill on her first attempt here this afternoon. Lopes back up by 1, and now Chisholm will serve it away for GCU. Just missing that back corner was Alyssa Chisholm. Still tied at 11. Diana, we got a very back and forth set so far as the Lopes came out hot with a big 5-point lead early, but Bakersfield since then has been able to claw their way back into it.
Yeah, I believe CSUB is just doing a great job on defense, both on the net and in the backcourt. The Lopes are struggling to find the open spots where they can really put the ball down.
Absolutely. Bakersfield so far already has 11 digs just in this first set. The Lopes have 10 in their own respect, but the service errors are what is really hurting Bakersfield right now. Is Murillo going to get stuffed by Wicks at the net? That one a 50-50 ball, and Wicks just muscled it through Jenny Murillo. That doesn't happen very often with her.
No, Kyle, it doesn't. She was able to hang on a little bit longer, and that's really where you saw the ball go down, as she had more strength and more airtime than Jenny Murillo.
Chisholm will get that one up for Mitchell. Moss, the little running kill. Signature play from Kyra Moss, getting that one to fall. Lopes back up by 1. Moss picks up her second kill. And DeFalco back to serve it again. Almost dropped for an ace. That time Murillo almost sent it right back down to Wicks. Now she'll set up for 1, and it'll be kept alive. And then just past Kubinski. And that one's gonna fall in the back line. Tied up at 13. And you can see Bakersfield celebrating every point because they know this Lopes team is hard to beat. They took them to 5 once already this season. And they'd like to get possibly that one back as another service error. But Bakersfield, really nothing to lose at this point. They're sitting in 7th place, not really in the playoff picture so far. They have just a half-game lead over Seattle. So Bakersfield needs a win to get in, really, as the Lopes can lock up the 2 seed with a win or a Kansas City loss at New Mexico State later today.
And they're really putting their whole heart into this game today. We can, as you said, they're celebrating every little victory, every single point, and they're really just going at it. They got nothing to lose.
That one for Kubinski. Kept up by Bakersfield. For Kubinski again. Dug out again in the back row by Bonifacio. Mitchell with the quick touch again. Claire Mitchell right there to get it to fall. Her second kill. And we'll take a media timeout now as it is 15-14. Lopes with a narrow 1-point lead over the California State Bakersfield Roadrunners. We'll be right back with the rest of set number 1 right here on GCU TV.
Hit 'em up, move 'em out. It's a Ranger Roundup sale at Sanderson Ford with a herd of 44 Rangers now in the stalls, starting at $28.9. Want a little more beef? How about a stampede of Ford Raptors, $35 now available, or giddy up in a Ford Mustang for only $22.9. They have a corral full of ponies. Head on into Arizona's largest Ford dealership and head out in a new Ford. This is Sanderson Ford Country.
Back inside the GC Arena as you take a look at Coach Nolan coaching up the girls right now during this timeout with about 15 seconds left. They have a 1-point lead over the Roadrunners of Bakersfield. And that last point was the second time Claire Mitchell has been able to get a sneaky touch over the net and get it to fall on the Roadrunners.
The last 3 teams the Lopes played, they did their homework on Claire Mitchell. They know that she does that, and they know that that's her signature move, and then she's probably going to do it at least a few times within 3 sets. And it appears that CSUB didn't really do their homework, because that is, like we said, the second time that ball has fallen. And Claire Mitchell has come away with her second kill of this afternoon.
Gives her 94 on the season as Adam serves that away. That one's going to hit the floor right away, and Bakersfield with a quick kill out of the timeout, tied up at 15. Bakersfield now will serve that away. Horton. Mitchell outside, return pass, Melody Horton. Outside for Sarah Haggie this time. That one's gonna get down. Sarah Haggie's on the board. Kill number 2. Mitchell assist number 4. Lopes back up by 1. Annabelle Kubinski now back to serve it for GCU. Looking to add on to their 1-point lead. Trying to separate themselves from the Roadrunners. Wicks into the middle, stuffed by Moss, but can't get it back over. And we're tied back up at 16. So now Bakersfield set. They'll serve it away. Set up for Sarah Haggie in the middle. Pushed right back over. Mitchell for Moss in the middle, out of bounds. Couldn't quite hit the line right there. She found some space, unable to find the line, and the Roadrunners will get their first lead of this match at 17-16 now.
It looked like the Lopes were maybe looking for a touch off the block on that hit by Kyra Moss, but didn't quite get there.
Service error number 6 on the Roadrunners. So Lopes get it back, and we're knotted up at 17. Chisholm will serve it away now for GCU. Mitchell for Horton. That's going to find it. Melody Horton. That's going to be her first kill in 6 attempts now for Melody Horton. So nice to see her on the board. The Lopes back up by 1. One up top, kept alive. Mitchell gonna get a block, and now Bakersfield will have a chance to attack. Adams keeps it alive again. Horton and Mitchell collide, but it's sent over by GCU. That one's gonna sail out of bounds. They'll say that got touched at the net, and we're tied up at 18. Set up in the middle for Bakersfield. DeFalco gets it. And it's sent over by Moss. That one off the top of the hands. DeFalco is there. Adams sends it right back over. And now the Lopes can take a breath for a moment. Adams can't get that one to stay alive. And couldn't get her hands away from it in time. And now Bakersfield back up by 1. It's 19-18.
Absolutely stunning pickups by Tegan DeFalco. Great touches, kept the play alive, even though didn't get the point. Great defensive play by the Lopes.
So DeFalco's pass, an errant one, and that's going to be sent over, but kept up by GCU. For Moss, she'll go with a touch, and it falls. Kyra Moss. Her team leading kill number 3 now for her. And now Melody Horton will go back to serve it away for GCU. She's had a quiet afternoon to start it off here in set number 1. In the middle, DeFalco right there. Moss goes with a touch again. Kyra Moss, kill number 4 to tie the match lead now. And the Roadrunners want to talk about it now as it's 20-19 and Kyra Moss with back-to-back points. So the Lopes, a 1-point lead over the Roadrunners here as we close in on the final stages of set number 1. We'll be right back right here on GCU TV.
The Sanderson Ford Promise. We promise, we deliver. Now during our 65th anniversary sale, we promise the best buying experience, the biggest inventory, and the lowest prices.
Purchase the new Escape for only $22,900, Ranger Crew Cabs from $27,900, and get an F-150 STX Crew Cab truck for only $34,900. We have over 200 F-150 trucks in stock.
And on top of these offers, get a 65-inch TV with the purchase of any new Ford. Sanderson Ford, keeping promises for over 65 years.
Back inside the GCU arena as this timeout winds down. The Lopes back on top by just 1. It's 20-19 over the Roadrunners here. And as of late, we've seen some nice digs by Tegan DeFalco. Great defense from her, and then back-to-back nice little soft touches from Kyra Moss.
Yeah, we've seen some great plays by both the Lopes and the Roadrunners. Classic game of both teams having a strong defense, and it really coming down to who's the smartest on the net and who can put the ball in the right place to get the point. Great smart decisions by Kyra Moss with those 2 points off the tips.
That one's going to be sent over. Murillo. Mitchell again. That time they read it well and kept it up. And now Moss almost got her hands to that one, and DeFalco couldn't quite dig it out. Tied up at 20. Earlier this week, during his weekly Chalk Talk, Coach Nolan was talking about his goals for the team going into the WAC tournament, what they wanted to do here this afternoon in each set. And he talked about having 2 blocks per set in each set that they play against Bakersfield here today. They don't have any on the match yet, which is very surprising because they have a ton of net presence, and that's going to be another kill in the back corner. But the net presence of the Lopes, they've gotten a couple of hands at the net there on the ball, but unable really to come away with a block, as Bakersfield the only team with a block so far here in this match. So the Lopes would like to pick that one up just a little bit and really assert their dominance at the net like they have done all season long. That time outside, Murillo sails it. Now Bakersfield's biggest lead of the match is 2, and it's 22-20, and now Coach Nolan wants to talk it over. So Bakersfield comes out rolling out of the last timeout that they just took. And now Coach Nolan wants to talk it over. Before the end of this set, it is 22-20. California State Bakersfield has the lead over Grand Canyon here at the GCU Arena on Senior Day. We'll see what happens at the end of set number 1 when we come back right here on GCU TV.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Back now inside the GCU Arena in the heart of Phoenix on the campus of Grand Canyon University. Bakersfield has their biggest lead of set number 1. It's 22-20 here on Senior Day. And the Lopes just taking that time out to try and calm things down after a nice little 3-0 scoring run from Bakersfield. Bakersfield very dominant out of that last timeout. And they are now up by 2, and they'll serve it away. For Jenny Murillo, this time it'll hit the floor, and Jenny Murillo is there, kill number 2 for her. And Lopes back within 1. So DeFalco now gets set to serve for GCU. That one's going to be stuffed at the net. Murillo and Kubinski are there, and there's the first block of the match. We've been waiting for that.
Beautiful block by Jenny Murillo and Kubinski. Great team effort. They closed up that block very nice, and CSUB didn't really stand a chance.
That one up again, almost got back-to-back blocks. That one's going to sail, no touch. Point GCU, we were just tied at 22. Lopes take the lead right back, and now they're 2 points away from a very hard-fought set number 1 victory. And whichever team comes out and wins this set, it was a very hard-fought win for both sides, and definitely a tone setter as Annabelle Kubinski gets that to fall, and now it's set point for the Lopes. So GCU comes out of the timeout on a 4-0 scoring run, and they are up 24-22 right now on the Roadrunners of CSU Bakersfield, and a great run it has been for GCU with a couple of big blocks and a couple of huge kills.
Yes, for sure. We've seen a lot of tips out of the Lopes, and that's really what's working for them. The CSUB has done a great job of blocking the Lopes, and so they've had to really compensate and try and figure out what works, and they've been smart, and they use their volleyball IQ.
Absolutely, and the volleyball IQ, big part. Claire Mitchell's shown it throughout this first set. Couple of nice little dump kills that she's had. Kyra Moss has been pretty much the bright spot for GCU here in set number 1. She leads the team in kills right now with 4, and then the big block just moments ago by Kubinski and Murillo to get the Lopes on the board for the first time with a block, and they normally have about 6 or 7. So they are on the board. Both teams have 1 block through this almost completed first set. It is 20 digs apiece for both sides. And now DeFalco will look to serve it here at set point. That's going to be up top. DeFalco, another great dig. And now the stuff attempt, and it'll find the line. Good play from Bakersfield on that one after a fantastic dig from Tegan DeFalco. Bonifacio's going to serve for Bakersfield, trying to keep them alive here in set number 1. It's 24-23. Up top, Kubinski. Wicks keeps it up. Bonifacio outside. Chisholm will go to the back row. Melody Horton going to get a back row kill. And that is how set number 1 is going to end, with a Melody Horton back row kill for her second on the afternoon, and the Lopes win it 25-23 in a very hard-fought set from both sides.
What a great way to end that set with the back row kill by Melody Horton. I know she was super excited to see her jumping around with excitement to get that point to end this set.
Absolutely. Well, the Lopes looked like they might have given it away for a moment to Bakersfield after jumping out to a big lead. Bakersfield clawed their way back, even took a 2-point lead, but then the Lopes rattled off 4 straight to win set number 1. So we'll see what set number 2 has in store for us when we come back right here on GCU TV.
Each of us has a purpose. We are destined to do something meaningful, not only to support our loved ones, but to positively impact our communities throughout the country. What do you think a private Christian looks like? Grand Canyon University graduates 25,000 students yearly and offers more than 225 high-quality programs across 9 colleges. Find your purpose at GCU. Visit gcu.edu.
Back inside the GCU arena here on Senior Day for the women's volleyball team here at Grand Canyon, honoring their 5 seniors: Melody Horton, Kayla Redfield, Emma Ahern, Alyssa Chisholm, and Maria Adams, as they have taken set number 1 25-23, but it wasn't really the offense the storyline in that first set, Diana. It was the defense for both sides.
We just saw an extremely close game, and the reason behind that was the defense from both sides. We saw great stuff from the Lopes. However, it was a little sticky in some places, but they really picked it up in the end. Great job picking up balls when they were blocked by CSUB. CSUB struggled with service errors, which kind of hurt them in the end. Saw some great things defensively, obviously, from both the net and in the backcourt. They kind of surprised the Lopes, to be honest, by coming out with both a strong defense and offense. I expect to see a super close set again from both teams.
Absolutely. The Lopes came out firing, coming out to a 5-point lead over Bakersfield in that first set. Unlike they did on Monday against the Lancers, where they dropped set number 1 after they struggled defensively in that first set, but they've really bounced back, and that's been a key for the last about couple of weeks, really, for the Lopes has been you got to get the defense rolling so the offense will start rolling as well, because their offense not really a problem for them, as they have weapons all over the place. And Claire Mitchell, Jenny Murillo, Moss, Kubinski, Sarah Haggy, just pretty much everybody that comes into the game for GCU is an offensive scoring threat. And that's, you can't really game plan for that when you have so many people that can get going. And they're going to go right for Kyra Moss. Right there. She's got 5 kills. And the Lopes start off set number 2 like they did set number 1 with a 1-0 lead. So the last time these two teams met, it was a 3-2 win for GCU to start off their 7-game winning streak that ended on Saturday against New Mexico State a week ago. And a double touch on Claire Mitchell right there, as we're tied up at 1. But Claire Mitchell, 53 assists and 10 digs the last time these two teams met. Horton had another double-double with 11 kills, 14 digs, and Moss had a career-high 20 kills in that one with 6 blocks of her own. So Bakersfield definitely knows how dangerous this Lopes team is and how much of a net presence they really are.
Claire Mitchell sitting at 10 assists, 5 away from her 1,000 benchmark.
Up top for Murillo, she took a big swing at that one. And now it's going to be sent over. Mitchell digs it out, but couldn't quite get it high enough for Chisholm to get there. And Bakersfield goes up 3-1. So a 3-0 run now for Bakersfield.
Seeing a little tighter of services from CSUB. Not as many errors in this early part of the set.
High set to go with a tip. DeFalco can't get there. 4-1 now, so the biggest lead of the afternoon for Bakersfield now at 3. Bakanova will serve it for Bakersfield now. Outside to Murillo with a big swing. Jenny Murillo just said she's had enough of this 4-0 scoring run, and the Lopes get back within 2.
Jenny Murillo currently is the kill leader for the Lopes this season. She has been absolutely steady in her performances, and she showed up today and ready to play.
And that was kill number 300 for Jenny Murillo on the season, on that 3rd kill of the afternoon. So Jenny Murillo over 300 now on the season for GCU. That one's going to fall in the back row for Bakersfield, and it's 5-2 now. Falco gets one up to Mitchell for Kubinski, who muscles it through the block. And now Mitchell 4 assists away from 1,000. Kubinski just picked up kill number 2 and kill number 174 on the season, as KJ Adams will head back to serve it away for the Lopes now. Mitchell can't quite get that one dug out, and it's 6-3 now for the runners. Hannah Mazanares will serve it away for the Roadrunners now. That one for Mitchell in the middle. Kubinski again. Big swing, and a hard-driven ball will get passed out of bounds, and Kubinski picks up kill number 3. Assist number 12 for Mitchell. It's 6-4 Lopes. And now Kubinski, she'll serve it away. She's got 17 aces on the season. One up top, stuffed. Kyra Moss and Sarah Haggie. So now Melody Horton is just 6 blocks away from tying the all-time record for blocks in a single season, which is 109. She has 103. One up top. It's Moss and Mitchell collide right there.
Seen a lot of records being broken today. Jenny Murillo reaching that benchmark of 300 points, and as well as Kyra Moss with her blocks. And pretty soon we'll see Claire Mitchell reach her 1,000 benchmark, as she's 3 away.
One up top for Sarah Haggie. Good effort from KJ Adams to recover and get that one out. Now DeFalco keeps it up. Horton sends it over, dug out by Moss. And now it's going to be stuffed by Moss and Haggie, and Bakersfield will have to attack from the back row again. Haggie's going to get that one to hit the floor. Sarah Haggie and the Lopes come away with the point, and it's 7-6 now. And what a defensive effort from GCU on that last rally. Diving all over the place to keep it alive, and then they come away with the point on top of it. Unfortunate for Tegan DeFalco, couldn't quite get the pancake down to keep that one alive, and Bakersfield back up by 2 now. That one's going to be way long. First service error of the set, but the 7th of the match for Bakersfield. Murillo comes in for Adams, and Horton will go back to serve now. She's already got 1 service ace. Murillo will have to dig it out, and now DeFalco sends one over. Pushed outside, tip will give the point to Bakersfield. They're back up by 2, it's 9-7. Mitchell outside for Jenny Murillo. Be kept alive by Bonifacio, and now Mitchell got a arm to it. DeFalco couldn't run it down, and the Roadrunners back up by 3. It's 10-7.
I'm loving the hustle that I'm seeing from libero Tegan DeFalco. She's going for every ball. She's sprawling out for everything, and she might not get a touch on every single ball, but at least she's making the effort for it, and she's setting the tone for the Lopes defense.
Up top, Kyra Moss is going to be stuffed as it's sent right back to the Lopes side. Bakersfield up by 4 now. So for Bakersfield so far, it's Hanson, McCluskey, and Vukerbrat, all with 5 kills for the Roadrunners. Outside, Jenny Murillo finding the back line.
Great turning point kill for Jenny Murillo. The Lopes really needed that, as the Roadrunners are really picking up the pace in both sides of their game, both offensively and defensively.
So Murillo now kill number 4 as DeFalco served it for GCU. Back row, Horton again got tipped by the net on its way through. It's going to be a violation on Annabelle Kubinski, and the Roadrunners go back up by 4. Mitchell going to get stuffed, looking to dump it over. Now she'll take a swing, and it's blocked again, but it's set outside for Murillo. That time, just a nice little shot. Kubinski and Mitchell both go up with it at the same time. It looks like they're going to credit it to Annabelle Kubinski, and the Lopes are back within 3. So Mitchell will serve. 2 assists away from 1,000 on the season, and a very impressive mark. That one's going to be blocked. Murillo keeps it up. Mitchell for Kubinski. Not going to fall. That one up again. Sent down in Bakersfield. It's feeling it here in set number 2. They're up by 4 again. It's 13-9.
Bakersfield is surely bringing the energy. If you look at both teams, the Lopes are a little bit down on their energy, and CSUB is really bringing it.
Mitchell for Murillo again, blocked. Murillo keeps it up, and it's sent right back over. Back row for Horton. She'll go with a push. She'll be dug out by Bonifacio. Kubinski looking to send it right back down. Off of the hands of Murillo. It's 14-9 Bakersfield. So as soon as Bakersfield gets to the 15th point, we'll have immediate timeout on the floor. Unless the Lopes end up reaching 15 before the Roadrunners do. Mitchell for Kubinski, almost got it to fall. And now it's blocked but out of bounds by Haggy and Kubinski. And now the media timeout will come. It's 15-9 here inside the GCU Arena. It is a 6-point lead for California State Bakersfield. And we will see if the Lopes have enough in the tank to come back and win set number 2 when we come back for the remainder of this set right here on GCU TV.
The Sanderson Ford Promise. We promise, we deliver. Now during our 65th anniversary sale, we promise the best buying experience, the biggest inventory, and the lowest prices.
Purchase the new Escape for only $22,900, Ranger Crew Cabs from $27,900, and get an F-150 STX Crew Cab truck for only $34,900. We have over 200 F-150 trucks in stock.
And on top of these offers, get a 65-inch TV with the purchase of any new Ford. Sanderson Ford, keeping promises for over 65 years.
Back inside the GCU arena now, 15-9. Bakersfield has the lead. The Lopes do have a one-set advantage, however, here in this match as we are in the middle stages of set number 2. And Diana, the Roadrunners have really just come out and have had the Lopes number here in the second set.
Yeah, CSU B has really brought the energy. They're so excited about every single ball that they put down on the Lopes side. And we've seen so many great offensive plays by many of their players. Everyone's pretty close in the stats. We got Brooke Boysow with 6 and Emily Hansen with 6, and 3 other players following close behind them with 5.
Outside for Hagee, just gonna miss the line. And it's 16-9 Bakersfield now. Mitchell up top, Kubinski gonna sky that one. No touches. She was aiming for the top of those fingertips off that block, looking to tool it. But it's 17-9 now. Bakersfield up 8. And now the senior Kayla Redfield's gonna check in. So she's gonna get some time here on senior day. That one's gonna be blocked out of bounds, as it does also appear that Hannah Eskies is in the game for GCU. She played the last time these two teams met. She did have 10 kills up in Bakersfield in that 3-2 Lopes win. So another service error. That one's gonna go right into the net. The 8th of the game for Bakersfield. It's an 8-point lead. It's 18-10 as Adams will check back in. She'll go ahead and serve it away. And a service ace for KJ Adams. Get the Lopes back within 7 in our first yes chant of the, or our second yes chant of the afternoon. It's 18-11 Bakersfield. Redfield keeps it up for Eskis. That one's gonna be stuffed by Sarah Hagee at the net. Give her a solo block. Sarah Hagee gets the Lopes back within 6. And now the Lopes on a little bit of a run. Starting to feel it now, getting the Havocs back into it. Which is a dangerous thing to do if the Havocs get into it. Everybody in the WAC knows that, whether it be soccer, basketball, or even volleyball. This is a tough place to play here at GCU. The Roadrunners do come away with that last point. It's 19-12.
Great set by Kayla Redfield. She had to go up with one arm to keep that in play. Great job from the senior.
Hagee tried to muscle it through the block, but it finds the line, and now Bakersfield 5 points away from knotting this match up at 1 set apiece. Redfield outside. Melody Horton hit the antenna on the way through. So 21-12 now is the score. And now Coach Nolan wants to talk it over. It's 21-12. Bakersfield has the lead over Grand Canyon here in set number 2. We'll be right back right here on GCU TV.
As a kid, I always dreamed of being a Division I athlete. GCU supported that dream, and they also allowed me to get an education. So when I came to GCU, I was able to transfer enough credits in to fast track my education. So I graduated in 3 years with a master's, and I did it debt-free because I had athletic and academic scholarships. I'm Mackenzie, and I earned my MBA from Grand Canyon University.
There's a thunder in all of us. Come find your purpose at Grand Canyon University.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena, where the Bakersfield Roadrunners have a 9-point lead over the Grand Canyon Lopes at 21-12. And Diana, this second set has been all California State Bakersfield, as the Lopes have really struggled.
Yes, we've seen CSUB stay very, very solid in all performances of their game, whether that be offensively or defensively. And even in the mental part of their game, they're staying even, they're staying up, and they're all keeping each other energized, which is something that we're not quite seeing with the Lopes, getting a little down on themselves when they make errors. Like to see them get excited about the next few points that they possibly get.
Redfield up top for Eskis. And now blocked again, Melody Horton. So Ahern and Moss check back in. Melody Horton will get a solo block right there. It's 21-13. Ahern will serve for GCU. Now one sent back down, but kept up by Bakersfield. Horton almost got that one to fall from the back line, and is deflected off the hands of Horton and Moss and out of bounds, and Bakersfield back up by 9. Bonifacio will send that one over. Redfield for Kyra Moss. That's gonna find the floor. Kyra Moss. 22-14 is the score, as Claire Mitchell will check back into the game. So Kayla Redfield gonna pick up an assist on that one, her first of the match. As Mitchell checks back in now, it's 22-14, as Chisholm will serve for GCU, as it's kept alive. And then Wicks has to go with the diving dig, and DeFalco can't get her arm out there to keep it alive. 23-14 now is the score, as it's a 2 points away from tying this match up at 1 set apiece are the Roadrunners. Moss can't get there in time, it's blocked. Horton has to send it over. That one finding the hole in the Lopes defense, and we're at set point, 24-14. So 24-14 is the score here at the GCU Arena. Bakersfield 1 point away from knotting this match up at 1 set apiece, as the Lopes have had sparks here in set number 2, looking to spark a run. They're going to need a big one to get back in this one, but Bakersfield has just had an answer every time the Lopes have gone on a little bit of a run.
Yes, Kyle, we've seen some great stuff from CSUB. As I've talked about, they've had a great offense and a great defense, which is why we're seeing such a big lead by them. The Lopes, they've had sparks here and there, but not quite staying strong all the way through as they were in the first set.
As closing in now on the final seconds of this timeout, but you know, the last time out for Bakersfield, they took on UTRGV and were able to win that one in 5, so they're just now coming off a 5-set victory. They broke a 4-game losing streak with that win over the Vaqueros, and Brooke Boysow had 22 kills and 4 blocks. McCluskey 14 kills. Vukrabat 11 kills in that matchup, and they are showing sparks of that happening here again today, as Boysow with 9 already and Vukrabat with 6 kills on the match, as Bakersfield will get set now to serve it away. This will be Sydney Wicks. Errant pass from DeFalco will be put right back down by Bakersfield, and the second set will go to the Roadrunners 25-14. So the Lopes got to bounce back here in set number 5, or set number 3, excuse me.
Not quite to set number 5, Kyle, but great effort by CSUB. Great offense, great defense. I would probably guess that we're going to see a completely different game here in set number 3, as the end of a set just seems to signal something mental in the Lopes.
Well, we will see what happens in set number 3. Will the Roadrunners or the Lopes take a 2-1 set advantage? Well, there's only one way to find out. Stick around. We'll be right back right here on GCU TV.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
We are back inside the GCU arena, where we are tied at 1 set apiece through the first 2 sets here on Senior Day between the Roadrunners and the Lopes. And while we have a moment, Diana, let's go ahead and take a look at the WAC standings here on this final day of Western Athletic Conference volleyball play, where we have New Mexico State at a perfect 15-0, taking on Kansas City here in a few moments. They just got underway, it looks like. And you see the Lopes sitting there in second, and tied for third is Kansas City right now, or at third is Kansas City right now at 12-3. The Lopes do hold that tiebreaker, so the Lopes lock in seed number 2 in next week's WAC tournament with a win here today or a Kansas City loss. Kansas City needs a win and a GCU loss to take over that second spot in the Western Athletic Conference standings. And then you see UTRGV, Utah Valley, and California Baptist rounding out the WAC standings for the top 6. And of course, the top 6 teams will make the WAC tournament next week, starting on the 21st. So Thursday the 21st, up at Utah Valley in Orem. And of course, unfortunately, California Baptist ineligible to make the tournament this season due to the fact that they are still in the reclassification process from Division II to Division I. So whoever finishes right below California Baptist will be vaulted into that 6th and final position. And while we go ahead and check out the upcoming schedule brought to you by BSN Sports.
Men's basketball returns home tonight against Arkansas Pine Bluff. Tip-off is at 6 p.m. Be sure to tune in here on GCU TV or on Fox 10 Extra. Wednesday the 19th, men's basketball takes on Montana State at 7 p.m. and women's basketball takes on Cal State Fullerton November 24th at 2 p.m. Catch all those games here on GCU TV.
So men's basketball returning home from their quick 1-game road trip at San Diego State, where they unfortunately lost by 25 to the Aztecs. So the Lopes still searching for that elusive first victory on the season, and hopefully they can get it here tonight against Arkansas Pine Bluff. I'm excited for the team to be back in the arena. What about you, Diana?
Definitely, for sure. And we've seen many students that are excited as well. People camping out on the quad. Excited, ecstatic for this upcoming game tonight.
And now a quick look at the Canyon State stats update brought to you by Canyon State Credit Union. As the Roadrunners have 34 kills to the Lopes 21. You can see the errors 8-10. Total attempts, Bakersfield just by 1 there. They have a .333 hitting percentage to the Lopes 143. 4 blocks for the Lopes. They hold that advantage. And then the digs 38-31 in favor of Bakersfield. And then the assist totals 30-18 in favor of Bakersfield. So you can see by those stats, Bakersfield really picked it up in that second set to really take advantage on the overall stat line, but that stat line has really shown you what Bakersfield has been able to do.
Yes, we've seen great offensive plays. We got 3 three players that are pretty close to getting into double digits. We have Brooke Boysow, Emily Hansen, and Vukabrat. Very close to that 10 mark.
Kyra Moss gonna get a kill. She's got 7 now on the afternoon. And the Lopes will start set number 3 like they did the first 2 sets at 1-0. So Ahern starts the Lopes off here with another serve as DeFalco keeps that up. Mitchell outside, Melody Horton not gonna fall. Sydney Wicks now will set that outside, and that's gonna go long. And the point's gonna go to GCU. Almost a miscommunication between the down and the up officials. So it looked like the down official signaled a tip, but the up official overrules him, and the Lopes up by 2 now. Ahern to serve again. Out of bounds, it's 3-0 GCU. So a couple attacking errors for Bakersfield to start off this third set has really been the key for GCU to get off to this hot start. But Ahern will send that one straight into the net for the third service error of the game by GCU, and it's 3-1. Vukerbot to serve it away. Mitchell up top, Melody Horton. That one's gonna be sent right down to the floor past Horton and Moss's block attempt, and the runner's back within 1, it's 3-2. Mitchell up top, Moss has to adjust. She'll stuff one down. And now 1 assist away is Claire Mitchell as Moss picks up kill number 8. Horton will serve for GCU. So Lopes up by 2, and a service ace. Melody Horton gets it to fall. Melody Horton service ace number 2 on the afternoon. That gives her 16 for the season. Couldn't find it on my paper there for a second. Had to find her name as that one will go up. Dug out. Mitchell for Murillo. Not gonna fall. Moss for Mitchell. Back for Murillo. Kept up. Sent over, and the Lopes gonna get the point. Double touch is gonna be called. And the Lopes are up 4, 6-2 now. One up, Mitchell for Kyra Moss. Not gonna find the floor on that little tip attempt. That one's up and stuffed at the net. Mitchell and Moss combined there for block number 5 for the Lopes on the afternoon. And Bakersfield has seen enough. It's 7-2. The Lopes dominant start again here in set number 3. So it's 7-2. We'll see what the rest of this set has in store when we come back right here on GCU TV.
Each of us has a purpose. We are destined to do something meaningful, not only to support our loved ones, but to positively impact our communities throughout the country. What do you think a private Christian education looks like? Grand Canyon University graduates 25,000 students yearly and offers more than 225 high-quality programs across 9 colleges. Find your purpose at GCU. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena. Here it's a 7-2 Lopes lead over the Roadrunners. And Diana, the Lopes just took a 5-point lead thanks to another huge block from Kyra Moss and Claire Mitchell.
For sure, we've seen a little bit of black and white net defense from the Lopes. That was a great example of the Lopes really closing their block and making it really difficult on the Roadrunners to get around it. We saw a few points before that, kind of a ball go down in between Tegan DeFalco and KJ Adams, and that was due to the block not being closed. So the Lopes are really examining that they're not doing that, and they're making sure to close the block in order to give their back row a chance.
Murillo almost picking up a solo block right there. Mitchell up top for Kyra Moss, and it's going to fall, and there it is. Assist number 1,000 on the season for Claire Mitchell. And what a milestone that is. So Claire Mitchell, that one's gonna be stuffed. Gonna hit the line. And Moss and Mitchell right there to get the block, as Horton will serve it again. Now Lopes on a 5-0 scoring run. It's 9-2. Mitchell for Jenny Murillo, blocked out of bounds. Lopes up by 8. And after the Lopes just got dominated in set number 2, they are giving it right back to the Roadrunners right now. That one out of bounds. And the Lopes are on an 8-0 scoring run. It's 11-2 GCU.
And like I said before we came into the set, that this set was probably going to look different, and it appears so. That's the truth.
Lopes getting their hands on the ball at the net, getting some blocks, getting big digs, getting big kills when they need it. And another almost dig by Tegan DeFalco. It looked like she got there first. So the 8-0 scoring run is going to come to an end, as Bakersfield will finally get one back. It's 11-3 GCU. Mitchell for Moss. Couldn't quite get it to fall, and it's 11-4. Looking to go with that little going with the back set, the back set for Kyra Moss, and that little runner that she likes to have. It's how she gets the majority of her kills, but unable to connect with that one. Another service error now on Bakersfield. It's 12-4.
Yes, Kyle, you're right. That is her classic move. It's actually called a slide, and we love seeing those ones from her. She does a great job with her timing with Claire Mitchell. It's been a little off today, but they're still running it and trying to get it figured out.
So that one will be up for Horton in the back row. Pushed over, and now the Lopes will have a chance to attack. Murillo's gonna find it that time. Jenny Murillo, another huge swing, and she has kill number 6. And it's 13-4 GCU.
And she's been looking for an opportunity like that all night. We've seen a little bit of frustration since the Roadrunners have done a great job of staying on her on the block.
Mitchell couldn't quite connect on that block attempt. And it's 13-5. Mitchell up top for Jenny Murillo again. Bonifacio can't corral it. And Jenny Murillo, kill number 7, as it looks like Haggie and Redfield are going to check back in for the Lopes. So with the Lopes up by 9, the senior setter, Kayla Redfield's going to check back in. She's going to serve now. One up top, Murillo sends it back over. Eskis back in the game now. Blocked! Haggie and Eskis right there. Another huge stuff for the Lopes. And block number 7 for GCU on the match, and they are up by 10. Eskis trying to get that to fall, can't do it. Up top, Haggie's gonna push. Redfield, Murillo, big swing! Jenny Murillo, another rocket kill. And the Lopes are up by 11. She's got 8. And Bakersfield just doesn't have an answer for the Lopes right now. Another scoring run for GCU. That one blocked by Eskis, but kept up. And then off the hands, DeFalco can't get there. 16-6 is the score. Manzanares will serve it away now for the Roadrunners. Down by 10. So this one turning into what set number 2 was for the Roadrunners. They're getting it given right back to them right here by the Lopes. Just looking to assert their dominance. And another service error. That'll make it 10 service errors now on the match. And we're not even through 3 sets. KJ Adams will come in to serve now for the Lopes. Hannah Eskis will get her first kill of the afternoon. And Hannah Eskis sends it down with authority, and it's 18-6. Out of bounds and another attacking error, and Diana Bakersfield really struggling right now.
Yeah, it appears that the whole roles have flip-flopped. We saw some we saw the Lopes struggle offensively, excuse me, Kyle, in that second set, and now we're seeing the Roadrunners struggle offensively. We saw this in that one game against, I believe it was Kansas City. The kind of momentum of the game was shifting throughout the different sets. And definitely the Roadrunners are struggling offensively, and the Lopes are capitalizing on it.
Well, the Lopes are up 19-6 here in set number 3. We'll see if Bakersfield can possibly close the gap or if the Lopes are going to run away with it. We'll be right back with the remainder of set number 3 right here on GCU TV.
The Sanderson Ford Promise. We promise, we deliver. Now during our 65th anniversary sale, we promise the best buying experience, the biggest inventory, and the lowest prices.
Purchase the new Escape for only $22,900, Ranger Crew Cabs from $27,900, and get an F-150 STX Crew Cab truck for only $34,900. We have over 200 F-150 trucks in stock.
And on top of these offers, get a 65-inch TV with the purchase of any new Ford. Sanderson Ford, keeping promises for over 65 years.
Back inside the GCU arena now, where the Lopes are up 19-6. Adams will get set to serve. And Diana Claire Mitchell in this set was able to pick up assist number 1,000 on the season. And she's just a freshman, and she is just under 400 or so assists away from the all-time career mark here at GCU.
Yes, God, that's really impressive. And I know that head coach Tim Nolan has been waiting a while for Claire Mitchell, and she's finally here, and she is making a statement as a freshman and quickly making herself an asset for GCU volleyball.
Absolutely, she is in a diving dig. Tegan DeFalco again. Hannah Eskis gets that one to fall, and the Lopes are up 20-7. So DeFalco comes out and Moss comes in, but Moss is going to come out, and we will finally see our 5th and final senior, Maria Adams, now into the game for GCU as Eskis serves that one out of bounds. So we'll see if Maria Adams can make a difference for the Lopes as well. It's 20-8 GCU.
And I talked right before the whole match started that we were probably going to see appearances from all 5 seniors. And yes, Maria Adams is that 5th and final senior who will close out their career here inside the GCU arena for the final time.
21-8 is the score now for the Lopes. Emma Ahern checks back in. She'll serve it for the Lopes. Wicks sets that one up, and DeFalco's right there with the slide. Outside, Melody Horton trying to get on the board again. Won't fall. Bonifacio was there. Redfield for Maria Adams on the slide attempt. Couldn't quite get that one to fall. And now Horton trying to send it down the line, but it's out of bounds. And it's 21-9.
Both liberos during this match have done a great job. We have Tika DeFalco with 18 digs. And actually, I wanted to talk a little bit about Rafa Bonifacio. She had a great game against UTRGV this past Monday. She tied CSUB's Division I single match record with 39 digs against the Vaqueros, which is very impressive to be near that 40 dig mark.
She has 12 digs here today to go along with Wicks' 12. And Vukrabat has 11. So double-double for Sydney Wicks, 25 assists and 12 digs. The Lopes lead is down to 11. Ahern gets that one to Adams, who sends it over. That one's going to be blocked at the net, kept up. Redfield for Adams, stuffed. Redfield couldn't dig it out, and it's 21-11, lead down to 10. Maria Adams was trying to add on to her kills and blocks stats for her career, looking to get kill number 145 or block number 119. So Maria Adams into the game as Bakersfield serves it again. That one's up. Horton is right there. Redfield. Return pass for Horton. She's got to push, and it's kept up, and now Ahern has got to send it over. And good reaction from GCU on that one. Redfield for Horton again. That one's going to fall. Melody Horton just killed number 3 on the afternoon for her, and the Lopes will get the side out, and it's 22-11 as Horton will go back to serve it for the Lopes now. And a service ace for Melody Horton. That's service ace number 3 for her. And service ace number 4 for the Lopes, and it's 23-11. Up top and out of bounds, and we're at set point, 24-11 for the Lopes. That one, Bonifacio will get it to the outside. Horton can't quite get that one to pass away as it's 24-12. Lopes lead is 12. Makanova sent that one over, and they're going to go for Jenny Murillo. Now a quick touch over. Redfield looking to set up Murillo, and that's going to end set number 3. GCU takes set number 3, 25-12, and they will take it back with a 2-1 set advantage over the California State Bakersfield Roadrunners. And Diana, what a dominant set from GCU.
Great. Yes, we saw that great exclamation point by junior Jenny Murillo. Overall, the Lopes offense came alive in this third set. Everyone had dominant play, and they were flowing extremely nice and communicating as a team. We saw some good net defense. The Lopes started closing their blocks, and really the Roadrunners couldn't keep up with them once they were on as far as getting around the Roadrunners' blocks.
So GCU bounces back after struggling in set number 2. Will they close it out in 4, or will we go to a 5th set? There's only one way to find out. Stick around when we come back right here on GCU TV.
Hey, welcome to GCU. You're in Lope country now.
What's that sound?
We bring the thunder in the heart of Phoenix.
All right, time to go. Beam me up, Scotty. Here at the Lopes Lab, when we're not contemplating the paradoxes of time travel, hey, Mort, greetings. We're working on technology that will save lives. And robots. We're being hacked!
Time to get to work. I'm defending against malware and hacker attacks. We need people who can outsmart the enemy. Oh, I got you now. And?
It's all good. Through our robust networks of strategic assets, we provide widespread logistical solutions. Also, synergy and blockchain. We're soup to nuts. Influencers.
What happens after Gen Z?
It's the Uber of Ubers. My plan makes sure goods get
4:30, that's a wrap.
Here at GCU, we teach you to harness your passion, transform it into a career so you can help change the world.
I'm getting my master's in education online. I can't slow down time, but I do make my own schedule. Good thing too, since I'm a mom, wife, student, and teacher. The rest of my time, I make sure this house keeps rolling. No! Ball! No ball!
It takes grit and determination to lead a Division I team. But for some of us, it just comes naturally.
When it comes to school spirit, we do it best. Lopes up.
Lopes up.
Lopes up! At GCU, we do a lot of soul searching.
There's a thunder in all of us. Come find your purpose at Grand Canyon University.
Be the thunder, be the change that you needed. Be the thunder.
We are back inside the GCU Arena where the Lopes just picked up a dominant set number 3 victory over the California State Bakersfield Roadrunners 25-12. There in set number 3. They have a 2-1 set advantage in Diana. The Lopes have been really propelled in the first set and the third set by the defense of Tegan DeFalco.
Yes, Tegan DeFalco has done a great job. We've seen a little bit of a dry spell from her. She's been a little bit frustrated in her past 3 games, staying a little bit under the 20 dig mark, but she's already up to 18 and on her way to be over 20 by the end of this game. And yeah, she's just been all over the court, really sprawling out for things. We've seen some great hustle from her. Loving what I'm seeing from her today.
Absolutely. Tegan DeFalco, big spark, but so has the offense for GCU. Claire Mitchell with a ton of assists already here in this one. And Moss Murillo both with 9 kills, followed by Horton and Haggie, who have 3. Eskis has 2. And then the 3 service aces from Melody Horton has been key for GCU, as Melody Horton has struggled a little bit here on her senior day, but has really been able to pick it up in the service game with those 3 aces.
It's for sure. She's determined to go out with a bang in this final game for her career, and she's really picked it up. She has the most aces in the set with 3.
As we just check on everything right before this possible final 4th set between the Runners and the Lopes, and this could be the possible last time that California State Bakersfield is here inside the GCU Arena for quite some time, as Bakersfield will be leaving the Western Athletic Conference over the summer to join the Big West Conference. And so will Kansas City. They will be joining the Summit League, as GCU, or the WAC, excuse me, will be adding Dixie State. And newcomer to the WAC next year will be Tarleton State out of Texas. That news coming out the other day. As the Lopes will look to start off this 4th set the same way they started off the first 3 with the first point. As Ahern will get that one for Claire Mitchell. Not going to fall. Bonifacio runs it down. Wick's going to send one over, stuffed by Mitchell, but kept alive. Ahern, great dig. And now up top for Horton. Bonifacio bumps that one back outside. Mitchell and DeFalco were right there. Mitchell not going to quite keep that one alive. So Bakersfield starts off this set with the first point. Mitchell's got to run that one down. She does, and Horton can't push it back over the net. after the errant pass from Emma Ahern, and then Mitchell set a little too close to the net. So it's 2-0 Roadrunners here to start us off in set number 3. Everybody still on their feet inside the arena, waiting for the Lopes to get that first point. Horton gets that one to fall. They're going to say that got touched at the net. So Horton kill number 4. We'll see if she can continue to add to that number as it's 2-1 now. Bakersfield leads. And another service ace for Melody Horton. Make it 4 for her on the afternoon, and she ties us up at 2 apiece. Murillo sent that one over, and it's kept up. Wicks outside off the top of the block from Murillo and Moss. And it's 3-2, Bakersfield back on top.
This set appears to be mirroring set number 1 as both teams are staying very good in all aspects of their game. Good, strong offense, good, strong defense.
Mitchell for Jenny Murillo in the back row. Wicks has to dig that one out, and now it'll be sent over. DeFalco right there. Mitchell, stuff attempt, gonna get it to fall. Claire Mitchell picks up kill number 3 to go along with 4 digs and 19 assists, and it's 3-3.
Great deflection from Claire Mitchell. She went up on that ball with purpose. She knew where she was going to put it, and she got that point.
Murillo up top, right down to the floor. Jenny Murillo gives the Lopes their first lead of set number 4, and it's 4-3 GCU as DeFalco will serve it away. Kept alive by DeFalco. Mitchell up top. Jenny Murillo going to be deflected. Kept alive. Wicks looking to go quickly. But good reaction time from Murillo again. They'll say that one got out of bounds. No touch. GCU up by a pair. Now it's 5-3. Horton keeps it up. Mitchell right there to cause a little bit of havoc at the net, and it's 6-3 GCU. On a nice little 4-0 scoring run this time. We're going to continue to separate themselves here in the 4th set. Murillo with a little drop shot there, and it's 7-3. Went up like she was going to send that one straight to the floor, but instead went with a little soft touch, and Bakersfield wants a timeout. So 7-3 is the score for the Lopes, reminiscent of set number 3, where they were up 7-2 when Bakersfield called a timeout. So the Lopes up by 4. And we will go ahead, take a quick break here, and we'll be right back with the rest of set number 4 when we come back right here on GCU TV.
The Sanderson Ford Promise. We promise, we deliver. Now during our 65th anniversary sale, we promise the best buying experience, the biggest inventory, and the lowest prices.
Purchase the new Escape for only $22,900, Ranger Crew Cabs from $27,900, and get an F-150 STX Crew Cab truck for only $34,900. We have over 200 F-150 trucks in stock.
And on top of these offers, get a 65-inch TV with the purchase of any new Ford. Sanderson Ford, keeping promises for over 65 years.
And we are back, and you can see Coach Marley and one of the players, Gabe McLaughlin, right there, along with video coordinator Matt Lopez. And Coach Marley just getting some women's volleyball action in before his game tonight against Arkansas Pine Bluff, as we are back now, as we are about ready for DeFalco to serve it up again. But Diana, the Lopes were down and out pretty much in set number 2, and then momentum shifted, and they dominated set number 3. And they have come out hot here in set number 4. As Bakersfield right there was just able to keep that alive before that kill. by Hannah Eskis.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to let the set go, and you could tell the Lopes were trying to hang on to it in that second set, but sometimes you just got to let it go. And I said before the third set started that we were going to see a completely different team, and we have. There has been such a crazy difference in momentum between the third and the fourth set and the second set.
So the Lopes with pretty much all the momentum here. They were able to turn it around in set number 3 as they are up 4 here in set number 4. Eskis with the kiss. And it's 9-4 GCU. Claire Mitchell will go back to serving now for GCU. They're up by 5. That one kept alive. Sarah Hagge sends that one over. And that one sent out of bounds, and another attacking error, the 18th of the game for Bakersfield. And what's really hurt them are the service errors and the attack errors, 18 attack errors and 11 service errors.
For sure, Kyle. Seen a lot of teams come inside the GCU arena and really struggle with their service attempt, service attempts. Saw some struggling with New Mexico State as well as Kansas City, and it's really been a benefit for the Lopes thus far.
So another point for GCU. It's 11-4 now. Mitchell to serve it away again. That time Bakersfield's going to come away with it. So 11-5, it's a 6-point lead for GCU. So Bakersfield hanging around a little bit closer than they were in set number 3, but the Lopes still asserting their dominance, looking to lock in that number 2 seed as the first set just concluded between Kansas City and New Mexico State in Las Cruces as Claire Mitchell, another dump kill right there, and it's 12-5. That is her 4th kill or 5th kill on the afternoon, but New Mexico State did take that first set over Kansas City to give the Lopes a little bit of help in locking up that number 2 seed, just in case Bakersfield comes back and wins this match. But that one, a little bit of an errant pass as Hagge keeps it up. Mitchell outside. Horton will have to adjust and send it over. Adams couldn't quite dig that one out, and it's 12-5 now, or 12-6 now for GCU. Bakersfield will get it back, and Bonifacio will go back deep to serve it away. Up top, Sarah Hagge, big swing, digging dive again by DeFalco. And it's kept up by Bakersfield. That one straight into the net, 13-6. Chisholm checks back in. She'll serve it away for the Lopes. Lopes up by 7 now. As the block attack or the block attempt, not going to get that to fall as it's 13-7, and DeFalco will come into the back row.
Sydney Wicks just reached her 2,000 assist benchmark. She is a senior. She reached that benchmark last time these teams met in October.
Melody Horton, another big kill, and congratulations to Sydney Wick. 2,000 assists is a great milestone to be at. So congratulations to the senior from Bakersfield, as a 7-point Lopes lead off after the Melody Horton kill will let Emma Ahern serve it away again for GCU. That one's gonna be stuffed again. Kyra Moss and Melody Horton combining for yet another block. So Moss now with block number 4 and Horton block number 2, and a timeout on the floor. It's 15-7. Lopes have the lead over the visiting California State Bakersfield, looking to send us home here after this 4th set. Will Bakersfield claw their way back in it, or will the Lopes run away with it? Stick around for the remainder of set number 4 right here on GCU TV.
As a kid, I always dreamed of being a Division I athlete. GCU supported that dream, and they also allowed me to get an education. So when I came to GCU, I was able to transfer enough credits in to fast track my education. So I graduated in 3 years with a master's, and I did it debt-free because I had athletic and academic scholarships. I'm Mackenzie, and I earned my MBA from Grand Canyon University.
There's a thunder in all of us. Come find your purpose at Grand Canyon University.
Back inside the GCU arena now, 15-7. Lopes have the lead over the Roadrunners. And Diana, we talked about it in set number 1, and coming into this match, Kyra Moss was just 7 blocks away from tying the GCU Division I blocks in a single season record. She now is just 3 away. I had that right. 3 away. She is at 106. The record's 109, so she's now 3 away from tying that record. Mitchell will go for Moss again. Kyra Moss now in double digits. She's got kill number 10.
The Havocs love seeing kills from Kyra Moss, as you can hear them in the background with her signature cheer.
DeFalco will get that pass away. Mitchell for Horton again. Bonifacio right there to keep it up. Moss is going with the little tip attempt, will get stuffed. And the Lopes up by just 8 now. It's 16-8. So Bakersfield trying to stay in it as long as they can. They've cut the gap down to 8 now, but Bakersfield playing pretty scrappy volleyball, just being able to hang in it.
For sure, Kyle. We've seen lots of good plays, and sorry, a little distracted. A little bit of a service error, or reception error, excuse me.
Almost got away from the Lopes there, as that one will find the floor, and another big kill. As Sakona right there. She'll pick up her first kill on the afternoon, so the lead now is 16-9. So 61 digs for Bakersfield to the 60 for GCU. That is the defensive effort from both sides that you have seen all afternoon long, as that one will go right to DeFalco. Mitchell outside for Melody Horton. It'll be kept up that time. Off of the hands of Horton and Moss. That's gonna fall, lead down to 6 now. So a timeout for Coach Nolan and the Lopes. Their lead was at 8. It is now down to 5 as Bakersfield is on a 4-0 scoring run. So 16-11 is the score. We could be in for a very exciting finish here in the 4th set. We'll be right back with the remainder of set number 4 right here on GCU TV.
It takes grit and determination to lead a Division I team.
for some of us, it just comes naturally.
Back inside the GCU arena now, 16-11 is the score. And Diana, we talked about the Sanderson Ford keys to the game at the top of the broadcast, but now let's go ahead, revisit them, and see how the Lopes have been able to use those keys here in this match.
Yes, Kyle, so the first key of the game was defensive effort, and we have seen some great defense from the Lopes thus far. Our second key to the game was Melody Horton, and we haven't seen as much offense as I was expecting from her, but we have seen some great aces from her as she's up to, I believe, 4. And the third key to the game is parting gift. I also mentioned that we were going to see appearances from all 5 seniors, and we have, as Maria Adams had entered the game to be the final 5th senior in that third set.
So Moss comes away with another kill. She's got 11 now to tie her with Jenny Murillo. As Murillo will answer with the stuff attempt there, but it'll be kept up and now blocked. Again, Mitchell and Moss right there to put the Lopes back up by 7. It's 18-11 now. And they are looking to send away the seniors with that parting gift as they inch closer and closer to that 25th point. And that third set victory. DeFalco can't quite get there in time. It's 18-12 now. Makanova serves it away. Right at DeFalco. Mitchell for Moss again, and it hits the floor. Kyra Moss with kill number 12, and it's 19-12 now for the Lopes. That one will hit the floor immediately, and it's 19-13. So again, Bakersfield trying to hang around as long as they can. Lopes trying to put the road runners away. Up by 6 is Grand Canyon. That one will go to Ahern. Up top for Eskis. That one's gonna fall. Hannah Eskis getting another kill. That's kill number 6 for Hannah Eskis. Mitchell's going to check out probably for the final time. Kayla Redfield takes the floor with Melody Horton as the 2 seniors right now for the Lopes. Redfield's going to serve. Into the middle. Eskis going to cause some trouble, but it'll be an attack error instead of a block. And now Maria Adams will check in for Eskis, probably for the final time as well. So Adams taking the floor for the final time as a Lope. We've got 3 seniors on the floor. We'll see if we can get the other 2 as well. So Redfield serves that out of bounds, and it's 21-13.
I imagine we'll see the other 2 seniors enter this game sometime soon as Tim Nolan salutes their hard work for him throughout their 4 and sometimes even 5 seasons here at GCU.
Yeah, Melody Horton, that 5th-year senior, she did redshirt for 1 season. That one's going to fall for Bakersfield. It's 21-15 now. So Lopes up by 6. Looking to close this one out. So KJ Adams will check in for GCU, for Jenny Murillo. She'll go back to serve. So Adams, she'll serve it away now for the Lopes. She's got a service ace as well on the afternoon. That is how the Lopes have 5. 1 from her and a big block. Maria Adams. And Sarah Haggy right there. So Maria Adams gonna get in it with a block. Her first of the match, and the Lopes are 2 points away now. Redfield dug that one out, and an errant pass will go out of bounds, 23-16. Bonifacio serves that one at Horton. Redfield for Sarah Haggy. And some miscommunication from Bakersfield will put the Lobes 1 point away from locking in the 2 seed. And Maria Adams looking to finish off the match and finish off her career as she serves this one away. It's gonna be a service ace. Maria Adams is gonna end it for GCU, and the Lopes are gonna be the 2 seed in the WAC tournament next week in Utah. For the first time in Division I history for the Lopes, they're gonna go to the WAC tournament. They will move to 23-5 on the season, finish conference play at 13-3 as Bakersfield falls and finishes their season at 8-19 and will fall to 3-12 in the WAC in Diana. What a match from GCU. They dominated set 1 after a very back and forth set number 1. They fell apart a little bit in set number 2, but sets 3 and 4 were all GCU.
And what a sweet, sweet way for those 5 seniors to end their career here inside the GCU arena, as we saw all of the fans stand up to their feet and salute those seniors. You're right, Kyle. Both teams came out strong defensively in the first set. It really came down to whoever was the smartest about where they put the ball. Did not see a lot of power swings, but more tips and well-placed balls. I believe that set went to the Lopes due to the Roadrunners' service errors. The second set was extremely rocky for the Lopes. They struggled with offense and defense, and they couldn't seem to find that energy. CSUB was dominant in all areas of the game, including their high energy as they celebrated every single point. Set number 3, the offense came alive for the Lopes. Extremely dominant play as everyone was flowing and communicating nicely. GCU's net defense finally started closing their blocks, which aided their play. Set 4 was similar to set 1 as both teams stayed pretty close to each other in momentum. CSUB tried to stay in it. As you know, they are a scrappy team, Kyle. GCU started to loosen up in the set, which was great to see as it helped the 5 seniors enjoy this final home game. Overall, the GCU golf course player of the game is going to go to Tegan DeFalco. She stayed high energy throughout the game and brought the hustle. She's been struggling lately, as we talked about, with her defense, but she was sharp this Saturday afternoon. She followed balls all the way to the line. She watched the ball into her platform and started out plays with beautiful service reception passes. What a way to end this season, Kyle, for the seniors with a record-breaking 23 wins for the Lopes.
Absolutely, and we thank you for tuning in all season long here for women's volleyball. They will go to Utah next week. They will get a first-round bye to the semifinal. They will play Friday, the 22nd, I believe, for their first WAC tournament matchup ever. They will probably get the winner of the Kansas City 3-6 matchup. And you can catch men's basketball tonight on Fox 10 Extra at 5:30 for pregame with Kate Longworth, Barry Butel, and Scott Williams before the 6 p.m. tip-off against Arkansas Pine Bluff. Again, Lopes men's basketball looking for their first win. Congratulations go out to all the seniors on a great career here at GCU, and we wish them the best of luck going into the WAC tournament next week. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. For everybody here at GCU TV, for Diana Johnson, I'm Kyle Borg for the last time this volleyball season saying have a great rest of your weekend, and as always, go Lopes.